Hi guys, this is Courtney from Ruby Red Farm. Today we're going to be talking through the different reasons that chickens slow down or stop laying in the winter. The most obvious reason that chickens stop laying in the winter is because of the decrease in daylight. Here in Indiana, we end up usually only getting about 9 hours of daylight here in the deep depths of winter. Chickens end up needing about 14 hours to truly lay at their full potential. They're originally Southeast Asian types of creatures, and they're used to these hot tropical climates that unfortunately they're just not going to get here in Indiana. One of the other main reasons that chickens stop laying is the fact that it is colder. So when it is colder, chickens are using a lot more calories to stay warm. They're using a lot of that energy that they would be using to lay eggs, and instead they're putting it towards simply surviving. So when you have that mismatch where the calories are going to the wrong place, it shows up as a decrease in egg production. The final reason that we notice our chickens to stop laying also is a change in their diet. So we don't spend a ton of money supplementing our chickens. We pasture raise them, meaning that we rotate them around using netting. In the winter, there's simply not as much for them to eat. They will still eat the grass that's available, but there aren't nearly as many bugs, and they can't scratch and get that extra protein from the ground that they typically would. We will occasionally buy mealworms as a special treat, but at $40 to $50 a bag, they're simply not worth it, even if it does create a little bit of a boost in egg production. All of those together end up adding up to a lot fewer eggs through the winter months. In our situation, we've noticed our chickens laying about 60% less, sometimes even 70% less than their normal. For us, that ends up meaning we go from 6 to 8 dozen eggs a day, all the way down to just 3 dozen eggs a day. And the unfortunate part is that tends to hit right around the holidays when everyone's baking cookies and needs to double their egg order for the week. Ends up putting us in quite a supply squeeze. We do the best we can to warn people that they're going to decrease in production. However, it always seems to catch everybody off guard. If your chickens are not laying, do not be alarmed. Once the daylight trend starts to turn the other direction, they will start laying again. Just give them about a month. If you do want to simulate that, you can put a light in the coop. We choose not to. We choose to give our girls a little bit of a break through the winter. They're focusing, again, so much of their energy on staying warm. We would hate to take away from their health just for the sake of our business. And so we end up not using a light. If you use a light, that's a good option. Can simulate a little bit more daylight, and that's all it takes usually to trigger that egg production. So this was Courtney from Ruby Red Farm. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, give us a subscribe and go ahead and check out all of our other videos. We appreciate all the support we've gotten so far. Have a wonderful day, guys. They still get us quite a few eggs, and we're grateful for that.